You ever sit in your house and feel like something's missing? Not something big. The house is fine. The lights work. The Wi-Fi works. Well, most of the time. But something still feels empty. Like the room has furniture, but it doesn't have any personality. So you start thinking, maybe I should add something. Not a lamp. You look around and realize you already have 8 lamps and only use 2 of them. Every corner has a lamp, like the house is trying to land airplanes. Maybe some ice cream. But no, you open the freezer and it looks like a graveyard of half-eaten cartons. There's vanilla frostbite, ice crystals that resemble the Arctic. The ice cream doesn't even seem like food anymore. It seems like archaeology. So you start thinking bigger. Maybe a bird. But birds have too much attitude. A bird will look you dead in the eye while dropping a bomb on your couch. Some bird owners might say, oh, he's trained. Yeah, trained to poop mid-conversation. So maybe a dog. Dogs are great, but dogs are like having a toddler with a gym membership. You have to walk them, train them, bathe them, chase them when they grab your shoe like it's a Super Bowl. So then you think maybe a fish, but fish are basically aquatic houseplants with commitment issues. You feed them, you blink, then they start floating upside down like they saw the ending of a sad movie. Then one day you say it, maybe a cat. Because a lot of people say the same thing about cats. They take care of themselves. Now when somebody says that, you think you're getting a low maintenance roommate. But what you actually just did is adopt a tiny furry dictator. Welcome to the cat ownership. Now let's talk about the pros and cons of having a cat. Because cats are amazing, but they come with some terms and conditions. First, the pros. Cats are very independent. You don't have to walk them. You don't have to schedule their bathroom breaks. A cat got a litter box and a sense of personal dignity. You wake up in the morning and the cat already handled its business like a professional adult. Another pro, cats are very quiet. Dogs will bark almost at anything. A leaf falls. A car passes. The wind changes direction. Cats just stare. A cat sees something suspicious and goes, interesting. I will monitor this situation from the couch. Cats are like furry detectives. Cats are very hilarious as well. People think cats are serious, but cats are comedians. One second, they're elegant, walking around the room like runway models. Next second, they'll miscalculate a jump and fall off the table like gravity personally betrayed them. Then they look around like, did anyone see that? No? Good. But then there's the cons. Cats do what they want. Dogs want to please you. Cats wants to elevate you. You call a dog and the dog comes running like you're the president. You call a cat and the cat looks at you like you just asked him to pay rent. Another con, 3 a.m. zoomies. A lot of cat owners know this. It's 3 in the morning, you're sleeping peacefully, and suddenly, boom! The cat is running through the house like it owes money to the mob. You hear something fall, something break, something slides across the floor like it's escaping the country. And the cat is doing laps like it just drank 5 espresso shots. And the cat just sits there afterwards like nothing happened. They also seem to love knocking things off tables. Cats see objects on surfaces and feel morally obligated to test gravity. Cup on the table? Push. Pen on the desk? Push. And they'll stare at you while they do it, like scientists conducting experiments. Also, personal space does not exist. Cats will ignore you all day long. But the moment you sit down to work, read, or eat, it seems like they teleport. Laptop, cat bed. Books, cat bed. Your chest while you're trying to breathe, also cat bed. Cats are like, you seem comfortable, let me ruin that. But here's the thing, even with all the chaos, cats do something special. They keep you company. You might sit at home alone, and suddenly there's this little creature sitting next to you, purring like a tiny motor. They don't need much. A warm spot, some food, some affection when they decide it's time. And when a cat trusts you, it's actually kind of beautiful. Because cats don't give love automatically like dogs. Cats choose you. A dog will almost love everybody. A cat will probably look at the entire human race and say, most of you are very disappointing. So when a cat curls up next to you, that's not random, that's approval. That's a cat saying, all right, you're acceptable. And honestly, that's pretty good. So here's the conclusion. Cats are great pets, but they're not for everybody. You have to have patience because cats operate on their own schedule. You can't be a control freak because a lot of cats don't believe in your authority. And most importantly, you have to have love to give because a cat might ignore you half the day. They might knock over your water glass. They might sprint throughout your house at 3 a.m. like they're auditioning for an action movie. But eventually they'll curl up next to you, start purring, and remind you why you brought them home in the first place. And in that moment, you realize the house doesn't feel empty anymore. So yeah, maybe the thing you needed was a cat all along.